time to talk some sports, and of course, with that, we'll be wrapping up the show, but we're not saying goodbye yet. Solomon Ajiziogo, take it over from here.
Thank you very much, Ngozi there and Azizat. Now to some beautiful football story. They said there will be no surprise, but Coach Kenneth Rowe has invited third-choice Deportivo La Coruña goalkeeper Francis Uzo to the Super Eagles squad, which will take on Algeria and Argentina next month. Earlier reports had indicated Coach Rowe will not make any surprise inclusion to the team. Also invited for the first time is Chidi Nwakali in the team of 25 for the matches which come up on the 10th and the 14th of November. Nigeria face Algeria in an inconsequential World Cup qualifier on the 10th and then take on Argentina in a friendly on the 14th in Krasnodar, Russia on the 14th. The Nigerian squad will train in Morocco ahead of the matches. Now, manager Jose Mourinho says Romelu Lukaku is untouchable in his eyes, and Manchester United fans should view their £75 million striker the same way. Mourinho was disappointed that fans booed his decision to replace Marcus Rashford with Anthony Martial in Saturday's win over Tottenham Hotspur, with many believing that he should have taken off Lukaku instead. The Belgian helped set up the winning goal for Martial soon afterwards, but has not scored in 5 games after hitting 16 in his first 13 appearances of the season for club and country. Mourinho admits that the fans have a right to express themselves, but insists that he also has an obligation to protect his players. Now, let's see how much the fans have listened to Mourinho tonight when Manchester United host Portuguese side Benfica in the UEFA Champions League at Old Trafford. Romelu Lukaku will hope to answer the Boo Boys at the club by ending his goal drought against the Portuguese champions. Also in Group A, Basel play host to CSKA Moscow. Elsewhere, Celtic host Bayern Munich, Anderlecht travel away to PSG. Atletico de Madrid hosts Karabakh and Roma square up against Chelsea. Ernesto Valverde returns to his old stamping ground as Barcelona face Olympiacos away, while last year finalists Juventus take a trip to Sporting Lisbon. Now, joining us via Skype is former junior international and now manager at Worston FC in London, Emmanuel Adekunle. Glad to have you join us, Ima.
Yeah, good morning, Solomon.
Now, how come United fans are reacting this early, this way to a player who has delivered since he arrived? The statistic is great. So why will they be booing him simply because he has not scored in 5 matches?
Solomon, if you recall, the amount of money that was spent on Lukaku was staggering at the time, and people expect so much. And if you recall as well, I told you on when I think we had a chat then, and I told you that Lukaku is not a big match player. That he performs when he plays against the small teams, and when they get to the big stage, he disappears. And that has been happening. You see that against Tottenham, against Liverpool, and all that. It's always like that, and that's how it's going to stand. It's not going to change. And the fans understand this. That is why they vented their anger on Jose. Because he could have bought a better striker, but he went for Lukaku. Lukaku is a very powerful striker. He's very powerful. He's a young player. He's got talent, but he's not the type of player that Manchester United needs.
Now, let's look at today's game. Does Lukaku have the quality to answer his critics today?
Yeah, they're playing against Benfica. He's going to do well against Benfica. He's going to do well against small teams. He can don't be surprised that he scored hat-trick. He get the hat-trick today. That's Lukaku for you. But when it comes to the big matches, you can't say Lukaku. It's just going to disappear. So get that in mind. Manchester United fans, they need to get used to that. They need to understand that when they are having big matches, they need players like Rashford. They need players like Mata, like Mkhitaryan. You know, not Lukaku.
Now, your darling Chelsea appear not to be at the height of last season, but can they stand against Roma?
This season has been dicey for Chelsea. A couple of injuries, and even the ones the new players we bought. Bakayoko has not been doing what was expected of him. But I think they will get better because right now Chelsea has got nothing to lose. You know, they've got nothing to lose. Playing against Roma, we saw the first leg. It was a good match. It was a good game. Roma came out attacking in full force, and Chelsea defended, and a little bit of attack and defended, but this is going to happen in Rome, not in London. So playing in Rome, going to give Chelsea some free hands, and we'll see how it goes.
Right, let me put you on hold as we discuss swimming now. Despite a spirited fight by Ghana, Nigeria still went ahead to win the second edition of the Zone 2 African Junior Swimming Championship held at the renovated pool of the Lagos National Stadium. Nigeria won a total of 87 medals, which included 26 gold, 35 silver and 26 bronze medals. Ghana came second with 12 gold, 9 silver and 6 bronze medals, while Senegal finished third with 8 gold, 3 silver and 6 bronze medals. The championships marked the reopening of the National Stadium swimming pool after 18 years out of use. The pool will now be managed by a private company to ensure its sustainability. Now, joining us to discuss this swimming pool is the athletes representative on the board of the Nigeria Aquatics Federation. He's an Olympian and national record holder in the 50 and 100 meters butterfly. Well, he represented Nigeria at the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. Yellow Yeya, glad to have you join us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, my name is Yeya Yellow. I'm an Olympian. Yael said it. I'm here to talk about the just concluded.
Right, let me ask you. I saw so much joy at the opening of that pool. What does it mean for you and to swimmers generally that the pool was reopened after 18 years?
Yeah, we are so excited after the 18 years that the swimming pool have come back to life. And I want to thank God that during the Mr. Babatunde Fatai Williams, the Aquatic Federation President of Nigeria, and Mr. Ojes, with all the board members that put her together, and the Minister of Sports, Solomon, finally make this thing to come back for us to use. That we are so excited. All the swimmers, both the senior one and the junior ones, and the under 13, 14, and 15 and 16, every one of them were so happy. Even though during the preparation of the selection of the competition, the screen was going on. People were excited to enter the pool to be warming up, but they said they should hold on, let them finish the screen. Those are finally screened and qualify that can finally enter the swimming pool. Then after that, everybody can come back and be able to swim.
Now, you represented Nigeria at the Olympics, yes, in 2008 without this swimming pool. So does that now mean that Nigeria can win a gold medal in Tokyo 2020 because this swimming pool is back?
Yes, very correct. Because during that Beijing Olympic game, you know, we have a lot of swimming pool problem that we're managing ourselves to train. We know we have the best facilities in Lagos, which is this National Stadium swimming pool, Surulere there. But then the swimming pool was crashed. Nobody can use that pool. So we're trying to look for pools sometimes just to do some exercise and gym work and jogging, just to go there and try our best. But thank God that these swimming pools have come back. I can promise that with this swimming pool, since they allow the national athletes to continue to use that pool to train and be able to go to outside the country and participate for other international competitions. Based on that, before the Olympic, we have some World Swimming Championship, Africa Swimming Championship. We'll be there to participate. Through there, we'll know our time that we can get a medal for Olympic. That will tell.
Well, I don't understand. You are excited yourself the way you are talking.
Exactly.
But you have never, ever swimmed competitively. You have never swum competitively in that pool. Tell me, would you ever swim there, really? By
the special grace of God, I pray that with this November, before the end of November, this Zone 2, Sea of Never Start Swimming Championship will take place there. So definitely I will be part of them to take part for that competition, because I know that with that Zone 2 I've concluded there, and the CNS is around the corner. Definitely, I will be part of the CNS. So I will compete for that swimming pool before I finally retire for swimming. So I'm still active. I'm still training seriously for that competition. So
all right. When you swim there, then we will bring you up here again to talk about the pool.
Oh, thank you. No problem. I will
thank
make sure
you very much there. Yeah, Yellow Yeah. Yes. Yes. I hope I got it right.
Yes, you got to see Yellow Yeah.
All right. That's all of sports this morning on the Breakfast Show.